Okay, Sagittarius, we're going to do a reading for the month of December 2025. Pre-read energy. I just did a video for myself that I deleted instantly because I don't actually care. You could just be like, I don't really care. I feel like you might have just put a whole bunch of work into something, but then you're like, it's not even actually like I don't care. On second thought, yeah, vitamin sunshine came out in the reverse. And I don't know what that like says. Research shows that oxytocin is directly activated and controlled by vitamin D. Our bodies absorb this vitamin by simply spending time in sunlight. So you might be kind of feeling sequestered or like you're being kept in the dark about something. I'm just seeing the sunglasses. Someone used to always say this. The sun never sets on being a badass. I feel like maybe you don't feel like that was as badass as you might have wanted it to be. Whatever it is that you might have had a moment where you were like, oh, it actually wasn't as awesome as I thought it was going to be. Yep. You could have been. It says chilies and peppers are hot due to the chemical compound capsaicin. When you eat these foods, your brain perceives the heat as pain and triggers the endorphins. Okay, so that's what I mean. Is something has been like you haven't been in the. I don't want to say chemical limelight, but I did just do a video that was about chemical urges and attraction. Okay. So I am saying this does have something to do with you kind of needing to like pop up. I don't think that vitamin sunshine with Spice World is kind of like you went through something that was painful for you. You might have said something, you might have heard someone say something, but it was painful for you to hear. So it's almost like you withdrew from the pain. Like, ah. If you eat a ghost pepper, since it's talking about chilies and peppers, ghost peppers will cause physical tears, pain, to an extreme extent, right? It's almost like somebody gave you a ghost pepper without you knowing it or something. Yeah. And thought it was like really funny. Like they were laughing at your pain. So that's the reason why you're like not trying to really go outside, not really trying to be seen. Maybe kind of just like, you know what, never mind. I thought I was going to be able to enjoy this. The only food I can think of off the top of my head that has ghost peppers in it is Ethiopian, so I'm just going to go with that. I thought I was going to enjoy this Ethiopian, but it's a little bit too spicy for me on second hand, okay? On second thought. Yeah, look, you heard something. Somebody was talking about something. You overheard it, and then you decided that you were going to, like, you didn't want to be a part of that anymore. Just vitamin sunshine in the reverse with laughing out loud. You did not find whatever this was amusing. You didn't find it funny. You didn't think it was worthwhile. I don't really just with these two mouths here and then these two chatterbox. It's like you were having a back and forth with someone that you don't want to do anymore. You've heard B.O.B. back and forth. That song is jumping to mind. It's like in that song he says we go back and forth all night. You know we back and forth all night. Yeah. It's like that. You don't want to argue with someone all night. You don't look, you're like maybe you intercepted a love letter. Maybe you didn't get a love letter. Maybe you didn't get any uh, letter at all. Okay? You didn't get the note. Okay? That's fine. But it's like you somehow have this correspondence that's here that's too spicy for your palate. It's too much for like people are talking about this whatever this is, this exchange of information. Okay? I don't Research has shown that a simple loving kindness meditation can boost oxytocin in the brain and increase feelings of calm and compassion. So it's like you were waiting for an invitation, maybe a correspondence, a piece of information that really would have helped you. But you either didn't get it, you're talking about it with other people, and that is the correspondence here and here. But they're coming across differently. This one is like you're seeing your I spy with my little eye. I know that it's a tongue, but I'm saying like you've seen with your palette kind of like something that was a little funny, something that was a little like it was supposed to be a joke. It's kind of like someone dropped a ghost pepper into the blender while you were making a smoothie, for example. So the person takes a sip of the smoothie and is like on their mouth is on fire. They go through they finally get enough water to cleanse their palate again, or milk, or whatever. And at that point, they're not thinking that was funny anymore. First of all, because of the pain. Second of all, because you've now destroyed the entire blender full of protein shake. Does that make sense? So then there's like an exchange, like, why did you do that? And you're like this is either you towards someone else or someone towards you. But it is like, I don't think that this was something that was supposed to hurt you. It was just a piece of information that needed to be had. It needed to be had. It needed to be said. You needed to see that was like, that this person or you or whatever scenario you're in, this could just even be like at work. Somebody that you talk to on a regular sent a text message that was funny, right? You didn't really see it when it first came through, but now you're getting it. Could be something that simple either. But it's like you needed to have this discussion to see what someone's mindset was all about. I don't know. There's just because of the reading that I just got done doing, I'm going to share this example with you, Sagittarius. But I don't know if you've ever had someone lie to your face. And you know they're lying to your face. You've got evidence to prove contrary of what they're saying. And rather than just saying, oh, no, I already found the love letter. It was all up in your inbox. Instead of saying that to somebody, you kind of just like, you stay calm, you stay indoors, like you keep your self-composure, all your emotions inside, right? And you have a conversation with them. Your tongue is like, you're probably biting your tongue as hard as you can. It might really hurt to hear the person lie to you again and again and again and again. And they're laughing about it in their head because they think it's hilarious, right? You already know, liar, liar, tongue on fire. You know they're lying. You know they've been bumping their gums about you behind your back, right? But you kind of go, yeah, that is funny, isn't it? So what was your real feeling on this? Had you gone by FedEx today, or have you heard from this specific individual? The person's like, no. You're holding the letter. You're holding it. You are literally, you have the letter. It doesn't take like any time. Yeah. Something like that. That's kind of the feeling I get here. And then eventually you're just like, you know what? F it. I don't even care anymore. Here's your stupid letter. Here's your stupid note. Here it is. Have it. Right? And then the person's like, like, yeah, not such a badass anymore, are we? That's kind of the feeling I'm getting, is like either you're doing this to someone or someone's doing this to you. Okay, Hope came out immediately in the upright, very top of the reading at Vitamin Sunshine. This person is like hoping that you don't shed light on the scenario that's going on because they don't want to get caught. That's like the scarlet letter. If we're talking about that last example that I just gave, that last example I just gave was literally the, you know how they say cut your nose and spite your face? It's like you were willing to like bite your tongue and laugh about it and then make them cry later. Thank you, Drake, for that lovely tidbit. Yeah, look, all trial, no error. This person is like gonna try to just look, they're gonna try to say, oh no, I didn't err. Erroneous. Okay, from the Wedding Crashers. I've not heard that. I just don't want you to think I have like Tourette's or something. So I'm just trying to say, like, you're like, it doesn't take rocket science, and you don't have to be an astronaut or even like take off, like lose your head. Just seeing someone like head. It's you don't have to like be a fiery in the mental area. Like keep your helmet on and have that conversation. Let them talk their way and literally they'll shoot themselves in the foot. They will. All trial, no error. They're not going to confess these aeronautical failures. They're going to just wait for you to get the letter and blow up about it. Like, boom. It's like, I don't know why I'm hearing speaker box, but it just seems like this is a fuse box. You know how people will set TNT wiring to something and then light the end of the fuse and then run away. So the fuse is like burning and then it's delayed, but the explosion does happen. In this case, it's laughing out loud. And that's what really sends you over the edge, is that they really in either one side of this or the other. I don't know whether this message is going this way or that way. So you'll know how it applies. Someone thinks it's funny to watch you be in pain like that. Like you're literally sitting there slobbering, drooling all over the place. Your eyes can't stop watering. You're rubbing your face as fast as you can. Like it's so painful that you can't even speak. You feel like your throat might be closing. You might need an EpiPen at some point. And this person just thinks it's hilarious. Imagine Hitch going on that date with, Hitch and with Will Smith. Imagine him going on that date with Eva Mendes, and Eva Mendes is just laughing at him the whole time. That he's like he needs Benadryl, and his face is like blown up to this size. After the fact, it might be funny, but while it's happening, it isn't. And if this correspondence was serious, if it was some serious incursion, I'm just thinking of like the Apollo missions. It's not funny when people go up and burst into flames. If that's funny to you, you might be a sociopath. You know what I mean? It's like I need to find out if this person really is a sociopath. So I'm going to keep this piece of information to myself and have a logical, oh, how, like just pleasantries, exchanging pleasantries until I've got this information about them not wanting to shed light on the fact that they had hope of destroying me, of planting a Trojan horse without being detected, right? Let me get two more. One for laughing out loud and one for chatterbox. Okay. Yep. So what's laughing out loud is like this is the 6 of Pence in the reverse. That's what I mean, is like you're not at all, you feel really ungrounded by whatever situation is here. You feel uprooted. Completely uprooted. You feel up a stream without a paddle. This chatterbox here says my sexuality in whatever way I want to express it is mine. And this is a Hierophant. This is a commitment card. That's what I mean, is like there's some type of serious commitment. I don't want to say like mail order bride or anything, but that's kind of what it's with the penguin. It's like you said that you wanted that, people are laughing at you, and then there's like all this correspondence about it. Maybe you just said it flippantly, you didn't even mean it. Your words will, sticks and stones will break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Some people are more sensitive than others. Some people believe in the word so much that they read every book and believe every page. They believe every word. I'm not saying that books are bad at all. I'm saying you can believe everything that you see, or you can also believe everything that you hear. The actual factual truth of the matter sometimes is very different from how it appears. Hopeful appearance doesn't necessarily mean that there's a hopeful outcome. So whatever message it is that you're sending or receiving here, yeah, I think you need to just kind of like understand that there's two sides to every story, and then there's your truth. Point A, point B, and the truth. Whatever your truth is, Sagittarius, stand in it. Hopefully this was somewhat of an eye-opening for either you or somebody that you're dealing with about talking on both sides or out of both sides of their neck. I don't know why I'm hearing these terms. That's actually going to help you. You'll actually start to be able to hear that they're talking with a split tongue. Very Machiavellian. Okay, but this is is going to help you in some way. I know it might hurt at first, but once upon a time, we were all little girls who believed in Disney kind of love with Prince Charming too. So this chatterbox over your sexuality, possibly your commitments in life, whatever it is that you're dealing with right now, that you being able to definitively say this is this and that is that, that's gonna help you. In the future, you'll know what the smell of a ghost pepper is, right? In the future, you'll have the discernment to say, no thanks, I don't want to try your smoothies. And in that way, you're going to save yourself from a lot of contention later on down the line. Would you really want that on your sexuality? Let's just be honest, right? Okay, bye, Sagittarius. See ya in 2026.